Core in downtown Burlington. Thank you so much for being here every week. Thank you for supporting us. We are so excited this week to have Robert and Beverly back. If you know Robert and Beverly, you know that they are such incredible supporters of this community, and I'm always so excited when they agree to join us each year for Fit in the Core. I know you're in for a really unique and really excellent workout today.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Fit in the Core. We're really pleased and like to thank Downtown Burlington for inviting Dancescape to be a part of this 8th year of Fit in the Core. Of course, we can't come to you live this year due to these unprecedented times, but we're happy to be able to join you here virtually so that you can enjoy the classes. Now, of course, in this very stressful time, you know, we've all been reaching out to try and do our best to relieve the stress and keep fit. And we have two really great classes to help you in that way. So we have a class called danceFLOW and a class called danceTone. So today what we'll be doing is danceFLOW. And danceFLOW is really a class that helps you with stress relief and as well mobility, flexibility, and really helps you to delay the aging process.
We all want to do that,
We all
don't
want to do that, for sure. My name is Beverly Tang, and this is Robert Tang.
Hey everyone. We're
from Dancescape in downtown Burlington, and where we run in-studio classes, but of course also, especially in this time, we've been running a full suite of online classes, and hopefully you'll be able to join us maybe in some of our online classes beyond this Fit in the Core.
Awesome, so let's get started. I'm going to put some music on now, and with danceFLOW it is a fusion of our passion, which is QiGong and TaiChi. I first became involved in QiGong and TaiChi when my mom went through breast cancer, and it was a way for her to cope with her stresses, but also keep her healthy during those times when she needed it. And then at some point, unfortunately, my mom did pass away, but my father and I came together and we found it a great bonding experience, but it fuses the Eastern tradition. And with Beverly and myself being former Canadian North American Ballroom champions, our passion for music and dance, and how there is such beautiful synergistic qualities and fusion of ballroom, salsa, Latin, and danceFLOW. So let's get started. So the first thing, whenever we're faced with stress, we want to reset ourselves, and we do that by clapping 3 times and then breathing in and breathing out. So here we go. Let's reset ourselves. Relax your shoulders. Clap your hands 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now we want to warm our hands. This is called activating Qi. Qi is spelled Q-I or C-H-I, and it means life energy. And we feel the energy out here today, don't we, Beverly? The sun is beautiful, it's shining. So once you warm your hands, the friction causes a bit of heat, but more importantly, it is the symbol and metaphor of Qi, life energy. And we want to now flow it through our body. So we start with the lower dantian, which is the rib cage to the belly button area, and we just warm our lower dantian by circling one way. And now gently breathe in and breathe out, making a ha sound. Now circle the other way, breathe in and breathe out, making a ha sound. Now the Qi of this part, called the lower dantian, you want to open up the channel of the dantian and send the energy outside to the leg. Let's cross at the knees. And now on the inside, the softer side. And with QiGong and TaiChi, you may have often heard yin and yang. So there are 2 opposing opposite, or actually they're complementary opposites. So the outside is the yin or the yang, and the inside is the yin. So once more, breathe in first. Now breathe out, send the energy outside the leg, massage the outside of the leg. And now breathe in on the inside. Now we're going to send it a little bit lower. So breathe out, outside to the calf area. Crossing over, and now warm the inside, the yin side. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's go to the calf again. cross over, and breathe in. Now let's send it even lower still to the ankles. So breathe out, cross over, and breathe in. And all the while, you're sending, rechanneling the energy, but also you're massaging all the connective tissues. You're also starting to increase spine mobility. Now at some point, we want to work on our joints, and the key joints that are always sore or react to stress painfully are the knees, the hips, and the back of the neck. So let's just warm our knees a little bit, and we're just doing a portion of what we would normally do in our full programs, but at least it'll get you started on your journey of learning. So massage one way, and now massage the other way. There is also a proper way of breathing in QiGong and TaiChi. You want to put your tongue on the upper palate behind your front teeth. So now let's breathe in with the nose and breathe out with the nose. There's a beautiful breeze out here. If you're able to do this outdoors, please do so because you'll feel so connected with nature. So now let's send the energy back to the dantian and circle to breathe in. And breathe out, and let's circle the other way. We love inspirational music, so feel free to put on your favorite inspirational music once you get the basic foundational movements under your belt. Now this is a lower dantian. In Chinese, dantian is a field of good medicine. It's this area that not only houses most of our internal organs, but it's also the source of energy power. If you do sports, we do dance, everything comes from the core, yeah? Now we want to send now the qi up to the middle dantian, which is the heart level. So we're going to rotate and massage gently at the back to breathe in. And now reverse the channel, the qi the opposite way. And now just like we did with the legs, the middle dantian has an energy flow, an energy pathway, so send it out through the arm, the yang side of the arm, gently caress the inside, the softer yin side, around the shoulders, and out, and cross over in. Now breathe in. Now breathe out slowly, massage the outside, and once more, breathe in. Smile a little bit, it's called the Buddha smile, breathe out. And now let's send it back up. We're going to go to the heart level again. Now we're going to rechannel the energy to the opposite shoulder, opposite side. So the yin and yang. In Chinese, there is no and. It's usually yin-yang. It describes a whole system. Sometimes in the West, we like to separate things out. Here, we're going to separate things out, but have this underlying philosophy that everything is interconnected. So circle, breathe in, dig in deeply with the fingers, and circle the other way. Breathe out. And hopefully you're starting to feel relaxed. Now, send the energy out through the yang of the arm. Channel it on the inside. Breathe in. And crossing over, breathe out. And on the inside, breathe in. And final rep, breathe out. And breathe in, and let's send it back to the heart level. And let's clap our hands 3 times again. 1, 2, 3. Warming our hands, activating more qi. Now it's a beautiful, cool day. Actually, it's so comfortable today, but if you happen to do it in the fall, winter time, you'll find that you can really sense the warmth and the qi, yeah? The third zone is the head area. This is the upper dantian. We're not going to do anything with the upper dantian today. We're going to go straight into standing exercises, but do know in our full programs, we activate each component of the qi in these 3 zones, all right? So Beverly and I are going to stand up now. Not only can this be done standing or seated, it can also be done standing. So these movements are called the 8 brocades, which will introduce you. So you want to keep your knees flexed, your heels about body width, and place your hands out here. Let's go through the movement first. So flex a little bit as if you were sitting on a bar stool, and then rise up off the bar stool. Now flex as if you just sit on a very high bar stool, and straighten up as if you're moving off the bar stool. Now if you do it more and more, you can go down to chair level, and that's exactly what we want to do, chair level. And that starts to build your thigh strength, supporting all your joints, especially the knees. So let's add breathing now. Breathe in. Now with the thighs lower first, breathe out slowly. Now with the thighs, propel your upper body up, breathe in. Now soften your fingertips, breathe out. Soften the knuckles of your hands, breathe in. Leave your tongue on the upper palate behind the teeth. That closes an internal energy loop. Breathe in. Now soften the forearms. Breathe out so you'll feel your arms be as light as possible. It's swaying in the wind, in the breeze, but the engine is with the thigh and the lower dantian core. So up to breathe in, and lower to breathe out. And final rep, breathe in, and lower to breathe out. Now in the actual course, we begin to count, but I won't do that today. That will start to slow down everything even more. But this time we'll go up, stretch, prayer position, lower, flex first, and breathe out. Send your hands to your middle dantian. Now with your legs, rise up first, breathe in. Send the palms up. Line it with the spine, the crown of the head. Now look up. Open a little window to the sky. And now release. And now thighs, lowering to bar stool or chair level. And gently, gracefully curl, soften the arms. Breathe in. Keep breathing in slowly. Reconnect at the crown of the head. Stretch the core. And look up. And open a little window, a little portal to the universe, the sky. Look through and release as if you're floating out to the universe, and breathe out. And let's do it one last time. The more you do this with us, the more you stick to this and have the discipline to follow through, the more you'll recognize and stretch and downwards that ultimately these movements are coordinated with your thoughts and your mind. And mind training is something that we do with danceFLOW. Again, in this demo lesson, we won't be able to do everything to the depth, but at least we'll give you as much information as we can for this hour. Understand the philosophy, yin, yang. Breathe in. Understand energy flow. Breathe out. Understand that what you see in front of you, we look like we're physical beings, but we are creatures of energy. Breathe out, and final rep, circle, and breathe in. Free yourself of any strain or stress, and breathe out. And I'm going to send my hands now forward, face the palms to the ground. Now, as you draw your hands towards you, face your palms towards each other. We're going to now move on to spine breathing. Breathe in. And now you want to send your elbows back past your rib cage. Stretch, look up. Now release, breathe out. And now face the palms to the ground. Now face the palms towards each other. And now breathe in. Flex a little bit more with your thighs and send the elbows back. Bring the shoulder blades together. And breathe out. If you've been working on the computer a lot, you can actually do this seated. Yeah? Make sure you take short 5-10 minute breaks, especially if you're doing work at home. So breathe in. And stretch. And release. Breathe out. And again, you can do this standing or seated. We're doing seated. Now send your hands to the hips. We're going to continue to work the spine. So rotate, we're going to look left, but you look right. Breathe in, and look slightly behind. Soften the fingertips. Breathe out. And let's switch. Other side. Breathe in. And soften the spine. Breathe out. And the more you stick with us throughout, let's say, our full programs, as you rotate, you'll find that you'll have more mobility to look back even further. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's try the other side. Don't overdo it if it's your first time with us. Breathe in. Just look back so it feels comfortable, but look back further than you've done previously. And breathe out. And at some point, you'll be able to turn your head 360. No, I'm kidding. You won't be able to do that. Don't do that. That's dangerous. One more time again. Rotate. Breathe in. And let's send it back to the center and breathe out. Now send the hands to your ears. Continue spine breathing. And flex to breathe out. Rotate the back of the palms so they face each other. And uncurl, look up, breathe in. And bring your shoulder blades back. And release, breathe out. Anytime we come back to the ground, we are on the yin side. Anytime we go out, I'm facing the sun, we are on the yang side. But the energy is flowing. We are not separating or thinking one is better than the other. We just recognize it's a beautiful system that works in harmony with each other. And breathe out. And one more rep. Rotate, breathe in. Keep the fingers soft. The softer it is, the more you will hopefully soon start to feel little tingling on the fingertips. Now face the palms outwards. We're going to reach for the sky now. With your right hand, reach for the sky. Breathe in. Stretch your palms. Now release, soften the palms, releasing any tension. Hold. Opposite side. Reach for the sky. Reach for the heavens. Breathe in. And release. Breathe out. Soften everything. See if you can start to feel any tingling on the fingertips. Not to worry if you don't. It took me about 5 months when I was first learning to feel the vibrations and the tingling of the energy field on the fingertips. And then ultimately, you'll start to feel the whole palm, whether it's on the inside of the palm or the back of the palms. And then you'll be able to, with your thoughts, channel energy flow that you can manage stress, anxiety, pain. Breathe in. And final one, and breathe out. Now also with QiGong, we're gonna now create a little energy field with our hands. I'm gonna put my left hand lower, you can put your right hand lower, one hand above. We're gonna circle the sphere of the energy field. Breathe in, and breathe out. So energy can be thought of as a sphere. We're caressing the surface of the sphere. And breathe out. Or energy can pulse up and down. Breathe in. And breathe out. Pulse. Breathe in. And breathe out. Rotate. So we caress the sphere of an energy field. And at some point, you'll realize that your mind and your sensitivity to the palms can start to increase the magnitude of the sphere, and your hands will continue to tingle, connecting the mind through the nerve endings, channeling Qi. Now, let's send our hands all the way up. We're going to work on our back. We're going to back you now. So we're going to work our hamstrings as well. Stretch it forward and hold. Flex. Now the right hand goes up. So energy can also travel as waves. Breathe out. That's reflected to these metaphorical movements. Breathe in. And breathe out. And isn't it amazing with QiGong and Tai Chi? It dates back 4,000-5,000 years in China. And yet at that time, they were already thinking of energy fields that are recognized now in science, how energy travels, how energy is expressed. That was done 4,000 or 5,000 years through these movements. Breathe in. A lot of these movements also were reconstructed from paintings. And these movements were actually used in folk dancing. And in folk dancing, of course, reflecting the life at the time period, close to nature, so the farmers would take breaks doing exercises like this, as well as the military, the protection of different zones, so the martial arts. And then ultimately, for health and wellness, as everyone ages, no matter what time period you are in, we want to maintain longevity, happiness, and well-being. Final rep, breathe in. So there's the wave, but energy can also travel in spiral. So here's the instance of a spiral, where the spiraling wave moves forward. It flexes the undercurrent, left wave up, breathe in, look at your left hand, observe it as it falls. Look at your right hand, observe it as it falls. Now feel the flow of the spiral, breathe in, back, feel the flow with your thighs, propel the wave forward, and flex. Now, the reason I'm making you look at your right hand as it rises is QiGong and Tai Chi also teaches you mindfulness, being in the moment. Look at your left, being an outside observer to the events that are happening, but not reacting, but just feeling. Breathe in and breathe out, flex, and observing. Right hand up, breathe in. And observe your hands fall. Look to the left. Observe your left hand as it rises. Observe your hands as it falls. So mind training. Let's go back to breathing. Breathe in. And now we're going to work the spiral now. Now circle the wrist. We're going to create the energy loop on the hands and the wrist. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now circle the other way. Breathe in. And breathe out, and breathe in, and breathe out. All right, so we talked through the circling of the arms. Now let's explore the spiraling movements, okay? So the spiral begins like this. You circle the crown of the head, and now we spiral underneath the arm, back, rotate, and now breathe in, and circle under, breathe out, rotate, circle, breathe in. So the hands act as two complementary spirals that mirror each other. Rotate, and soften the fingertips, breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in. And breathe out. Now we're going to stretch the spine a little bit more. We're going to circle underneath. And now I'm going to hold And that also is good for the hamstrings, the thighs, building tone. And let's spiral again. Rotate to breathe in. And rotate to breathe out. Stretch. A lot of times we're hunched, so all these exercises, make sure you balance the lower back, stretching out your sternum. And release. Circle. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's do it once more. Circle back. Keep the spine soft. Now bring the thighs in a little bit more, and we're going to send a wave forward, up, and downwards. Breathe out. And send a wave up. Breathe in. And downwards. Breathe out. So keep softening your hands. Gracefully with your thighs, move up. Sometimes our students mention that with QiGong and TaiChi danceFLOW, you'll feel a slow burn. And that's a good thing, yeah? We want to make the motions deliberate and meaningful. Breathe out. Hold. And breathe in. Let's send our energy upwards again. Let's spiral. Breathe in. And spiral back to breathe out. Such a gorgeous day today. We're looking outside at the lake. Breathe in. And breathe out. And final rep. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now with your hands, we're going to send it downwards, and we are now going to massage what is called the Ming Men. This is the gate of life. So you want to circle the chi one way, deep massage. And when you are under strain or stress, this area usually holds a lot of tension. So exercises that focus on your Ming Men will help you not only relieve physical pain, but once you free yourself, free your mind of pain, it also releases your thoughts and your emotions. And let's circle the other way. And you will feel your spirit soar. So another way to massage the Ming Men, the gate of life, is gently tapping. So you want to breathe in and breathe out. Up and down, breathe in and breathe out. And now circle again. Breathe in and breathe out. And circle the other way. And this is another good exercise if you are working from home, or those of you who have grandkids or new parents, holding your child up, can cause a lot of strain on the back. So make sure you spend even 3 to 4 minutes doing this, yeah? And if you can put very, very soft or inspirational music, that always helps. Now, with the energy at the Ming Men, we can also channel the energy from the back downwards, once more to the thighs, knees, and up. Breathe in. And lower. Breathe out. So not only can energy come from the forward dantian, but it can also come from the back, the Ming Men, the gate of life. Finally, breathe in. And now, to the thighs, breathe out, and let's head for the calf. And all the way up, breathe in. And all the way down, breathe out, to the ankles. And up, breathe in. And now we're gonna send our hands all the way up back to the upper dantian, the energy of the heavens. And now we're going to create circular motions. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. We are soon going to be moving into our gentle cardio, which is the second half of danceFLOW. So we use all these movements in QiGong TaiChi to build flexibility, pulsating of the beautiful rhythms, training yourself to soften your spine, but also building muscle tone and muscle strength. And when we move to the cardio, we're going to use rhythms and dance styles like waltz, rumba, cha-cha, but more on the gentle side. We're going to be doing our dance tone, higher cardio, as a separate class, but with danceFLOW, we still arrive at health, wellness from two different sides, a gentler side as well as a higher cardio side. So breathe in and breathe out, and now open up, and let's just do some very quick side. There's so much that we will be doing over the course of 10 weeks. That's usually the length of our programs, online or offline, and stretch, but at least this will get you started with the movements. Now let's roll our hips and circle. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And let's circle the other way. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And finally, let's circle the legs. Rotate to breathe in and breathe out. And circle the opposite way. Breathe in and breathe out. All the joints again, loosening it. Switching to the other side and circle. Breathe in and breathe out. And let's circle the other way. Breathe in and breathe out. All right, now, as we mentioned before, that is the first maybe about 35 minutes. We usually go and emphasize the movements of QiGong TaiChi. The flow of energy that you're feeling, whether it's circular, whether it's spherical, or whether it is through these beautiful figure 8 movements, translates into our passion, as we mentioned before, dance. As former Canadian North American Ballroom champions, we recognize, and we've always cross-trained with different physical activities and different sports. I was totally into, when I was younger, track and field, and even as a child learning martial arts, which most Asian kids are sent to martial arts school. I don't know about Beverly being British, if she was sent to martial arts school.
I was not. I was sent to ballroom school.
She was sent to ballroom school,
So
hence
there you go.
the fusion. Opening up the hands is called hand to hand. And hold. Back and back and back. Shoulder to shoulder and back and hold and back. Now hand to hand, open up and open and open. Now shoulder to shoulder and hold. Shoulder to shoulder. Final one and open. Now the time step to the side. March on the spot, then side. On the spot, then side. On the spot, then side. Keep moving. So gentle cardio, but really emphasizing these figure 8s. Not only is done in QiGong, but also Cuban rumba. And step, step to the side. Pulsating rhythms, groups of 3s. 1, 2, side 3. And 1, 2, last rep. 1, 2, side 3. All right, so normally with the rumba, of course, we start the cardio moving gentle again. Then we use medium cardio. And for that, sometimes we use cha-cha. Other times we use dances from the club salsa. We're gonna learn a little bit of bachata, okay? It's very intuitive and it pulses in groups of 3s. So let's give it a try, all right? Weight on the left. So we're gonna go side together and tap. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, left, right, and tap. Left, right, left, right, left, right, and tap. Left, right, left. That's the basic pulse of bachata. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and hold. Final rep. 1, 2, 3, and hold. Now we're going to open up, open to the right, then tap, turn back home. Open to the right, and tap, turn back home. And repeat. You may want to even flex a little bit more now that we build your thigh strength, and relax it. Flex a little bit more, and tap and back. Now, side, open up to the left. Side, and tap and back. Repeat, side, and tap and back. Now lower a bit more, and tap, back. Lower a bit more, and tap and back. Now side tap. Now we've also warmed up your hips. We're going to try a different action with the hips, and it goes like this. And right hip, and left hip. 1, 2, 3, and right hip. 1, 2, 3, and don't worry if your hips don't move quite like ours yet. The more you do danceFLOW, the more you'll be able to work all the curvilinear and spiraling action. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and left hip. 1, 2, 3, and right hip. 1, 2, 3, and left. Last rep. Open to the right. 1, 2, and tap. And back. 2, 3. Open to the right. And tap. And back. And repeat. 2 more. Now we're going to do a leg roll coming up. Last tap. Now the leg roll. Side together, leg roll, and back. Side together, leg roll, and back. And 2 more reps. Last rep. And side, optional hip, or tap. And left hip. 1, 2, 3, and right hip. 1, 2, 3, and left hip. 1, 2, 3, and right hip. 1. Or you can tap, toe tap, toe tap, toe tap. Open to the left. 1, 2, and tap, and back. Repeat. And back. Now the leg roll. 1, 2, leg roll, and back. Those of you with martial arts experience, you can kick too if you want. And open, back, 2 more. Final rep. And back to the taps, and side, and tap, and side. And let's close it out with a clap. Remember we clapped in QiGong, now we're clapping Chada. And clap. 1, 2, 3, and clap. Final rep. And back the hip. 1, 2, and 3, and right hip. 1, 2, 3, and left hip. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and left hip. 1, 2, 3, and right, and left. And back to basic tap with the toes. 1, 2, 3, and tap, and home. So your cardio should be going up now, yeah? But again, we want to keep it gentle. Focus more on flexibility, mobility, yeah? But also the pulses of the music. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It has been a pleasure doing it. Again, outside is always the best experience. And with Fit in the Core, as many of you who have been following Fit in the Core in downtown Burlington knows, it is typically done outdoors. We are by the lake at home here. We are actually in Stony Creek, even though our studio is based in downtown Burlington. We live in Stony Creek, and just the beautiful community that is there. And check out our website, dancescape.tv. as well as dancescape.com for our full programs, whether it's online. We have programs going on almost every day. And our fitness program you might want to consider, it's all access. So you can access the live programs as well as the replays.
And thanks again to Burlington Downtown for inviting us to be part of Fit in the Core this year. It's an extraordinary year.
It is.
And we hope that you check out all of the fitness classes that are going to be available online.